I offer my obeisance to the divine in me. Sometimes people ask me, what are the various kinds of meditation, that what are they actually supposed to do when they meditate? It's actually a good question. There are many kinds of meditation. Broadly, they are categorized into concentrative meditation, in which you build your concentration, single pointed concentration, that is. And then there is contemplative meditation, in which you contemplate on one line of thought for a very long period. There is the witness meditation, in which you simply play a spectator to your own life and you witness your thoughts coming and going. And then there is the spirited meditation, in which you actually maybe even dance. So you drain your body out of any stored negative energy in spirited meditation. So today I will talk about concentrative meditation alone. In the future videos, I will cover the other three kinds of meditation as well. Now, within concentrative meditation, the kind where you build your concentration, one-pointed concentration, because remember that concentration can be of many types. You can have analytical concentration, which is what a chess player might have. You might have absorptive concentration, where you're deeply absorbed, for example, while watching a movie. Or maybe a scientist working in a lab, it's active concentration. But meditation, the concentration used in meditation is called one-pointed concentration, that single-pointed concentration. Imagine a waterfall. In fact, imagine just a ray of a beam of water falling, If it's falling in one straight line from a height, it can even cut through stones if it keeps on falling there. But if it's all scattered like a waterfall, it does not have the same impact. Or think of the sunlight around you. It's beautiful, it's warm, it's sunny, but nothing is actually burning. Now, if I were to take a little lens and pass sunlight through that, and one beam directed at one point, it can create spark there, it can cause fire there. Similarly, scattered thoughts have no power. Most people are unable to accomplish what they want in their lives because they are too scattered in their mind. If you want to realize your goals and dreams, you have to attain that one-pointed concentration, which would give laser sharpness to your mind. Now, the question arises, how to do that? In concentrative meditation, there is 4 kinds again. A, you can meditate on your breath. When you meditate on your breathing, it's simply about listening to your inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation. I'm not talking about any specific breathing exercises. I'm not talking about pranayama. I'm simply saying we breathe. Our breath is our first connection with life. Our first connection with God, with the world, is our breath. So if you simply listen to your breathing, inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation, it is the best way to calm yourself down and to hold a good session of meditation. For those of you who meditate before going to bed every night, this is one of the best meditations you can do. Or in concentrative meditation, you could also focus on a sound. Now, focusing on a sound could be mantra, it could be any word, it could be any sound, it could even be a song for all I care. If you see what I mean. When you concentrate on a sound, the key thing is you're not chanting the sound. So meditating on a mantra is not chanting that mantra. Because when you're chanting, it becomes a habit very quickly. Then your mind is already thinking about a million things and you're chanting. Such chanting has no value whatsoever. There was a parrot once in a pet store, and it always used to chant, "Freedom, freedom, freedom, freedom." There was a man passing by. He said, this parrot wants freedom so desperately. I should help this bird. So he buys the cage with the bird, takes him home, feeds him, and opens the door and says, "Off you go, parrot. You are free. You're free to go wherever you like." The door's wide open, and the parrot kept chanting, "Freedom, freedom, freedom, freedom." That's all it knew. That chanting has no meaning. It's senseless. It is very backward way of meditating. Don't bother with that. Don't bother with these videos either if that's how you meditate. So meditating on the sound means you recall the sound mentally. Once again, it's something I cannot demonstrate because it's something that happens inside your head. But imagine you're sitting down to meditate, and if you're meditating on a mantra, imagine your mind saying it. I wish I could demonstrate it somehow. I just can't. Imagine recalling it. You're not chanting it. You're not whispering it. You're not chanting it. You're not saying it mentally either. You're recalling that mantra mentally. Let's say your mantra is simple, Om Namah Shivaya. So mentally I'm going, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. When you feel restless, slow it down. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And when you feel lazy, increase the speed. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Basically, break the monotony. But you do it mentally. And if you're taking a break, like in between your sessions, or you just can't take it anymore, but you want to continue meditation, feel free to speak it verbally as well, audibly. And then you can go back to mental chanting. That's how you meditate on a sound. The third, after meditating on a breath, first is meditation on breath, second is meditation on sound, third is meditation on a form. Once again, meditating on a form is not gazing at a form. That's not meditation. There is a different word for it called trataka. Trataka is when you maintain your external concentration on one object. That's a yogic exercise I might cover some other time. For now, meditation on form is actually, you can open your eyes for a little while, visualize a form, behold the form, and then close your eyes and behold that form in your inner eye. What you will experience is that the form in your mental eye would fade away within a few seconds. You will lose that sharpness, that clarity. A good meditator can hold that form, behold that form for anywhere, any time between 5 minutes to something like 25 minutes. And the more you can behold the form, that means that only shows the superior, the quality of your concentration. And when that form fades away, don't worry, don't react, don't be guilty, don't feel bad. Simply refresh your visualization, which may involve opening your eyes and looking at the form again and closing it, or taking a deep breath, or any of those methods that may work for you. So that's meditation on breath, meditation on sound, and meditation on form. The fourth is meditation on the formless. How to meditate on something that doesn't have a form. This leads to, by the way, meditation on the formless leads to expansion of consciousness, because you're pretty much meditating on the whole universe. But what you're not doing, you're not visualizing anything. You're simply sitting in a state of thoughtlessness. And that comes with a great deal of practice. It's not easy. It's the hardest meditation out of the four. But that's not to say you cannot start with this. You can. All you have to do is sit. When your thought comes, don't pursue that thought. It is not witness meditation. In witness meditation, you become a witness to your own thoughts. In this, you actually, with great deal of mental exertion and relaxation, with the perfect balance, you just sit in your most natural, not natural in fact, supernatural state of ultimate bliss and thoughtlessness, in that state of neutrality. When you are thoughtless, believe it or not, try it any day, you will be smiling naturally. It comes naturally when you're thoughtless. One thing you can do to build this thoughtlessness is to practice the practice of mindfulness, which is what I discussed in one of my earlier videos, that how do you actually build mindfulness. I may remind you now, it was what am I doing right now, what should I be doing right now, and C, act on the B above, that is what you should be doing, do what you should be doing. So 4 kinds of meditation on the breath, on form, on formless, and on sound. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much.